Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Masamune Mac is a handsome young middle school student with six-pack abs and an awesome personality. Masamune wasn't always like this, however. At one point he was a chubby child who was bullied and taken for granted by everyone. He had even had a romantic interest, but she cruelly dumped him and shamed his entire nature, leaving him with a lasting mental scar. Since then, Masamune has put a lot of effort into improving himself, and now he's a gym nut and overly conscious about the stuff that he eats. The guy comes from a fairly well-off family and lives with his sister who resembles his mother, and his mother who resembles his younger sister. Masamune has changed schools and is looking forward to a great time at his new school. Masamune discovers the benefits of being hot on his first day in school as he walks around staring at girls in their overly high skirts playing tennis. Masamune used to be a fat, ugly child, but now that he was attractive, everything changed. People behaved better around him, even when he made mistakes, like swooning over teenage girls wearing short skirts. As soon as he steps foot inside the school, he sees Shinji Yamada, the most popular student, suffer a public humiliation. The arrogant senior publicly confesses to Aki Aragaki, the sexiest girl in school, but is rejected in front of everyone. It seems that being rejected by Aki right away makes a popular guy. Basic Masamune dismisses this obvious cause for concern about the school and reports to his class, where he soon becomes friends with T. Futaba, the class representative, and conjures Shuri, another odd character who claims to be a male but doesn't behave or appear like one, just as Masamune is becoming acquainted with his new friends, the girl from earlier. Aki enters the room and wants to know who sent her the love letter. It was really provided by Akio-tan, a different classmate who was once a chubby child like Masamune. After reading the letter aloud and berating the child in public, Aki tears it up. Aki is known at her school as the cruel princess because of her hatred of guys and regular rejection of even the greatest ones. Masamune is interested in her and he pays close attention to her as he learns more about her from his new friends. She seems to be a devil among boys while being an idol towards girls. But that isn't the only weird thing about her. Aki is said to eat alone, somewhere no one knows, while always being surrounded by her female lackeys. Masamune makes the decision to follow his maid, Yoshino, who is a student at the school, in order to discover where exactly Aki vanishes at lunch. Maybe he could find something surprising about her. Masamune follows Yoshino inside the door and listens in on their talk like a second-rate private detective. As to be anticipated, Aki treats her maid rudely and chastises her for bringing the dinner late. Masamune sees her approaching with a huge lunchbox and giggles, but just then a spider frightens him, and the two girls see him. Masamune realizes that Aki has devoured more than one lunchbox. When it came to food, she was a demon. When Aki becomes angry, she says she has a medical problem called hypoglycemia and that she has to eat a lot to satiate her hunger. Masamune is certain that this information will be useful at some point in the future. Despite Aki's warnings that he will regret revealing her secret if he does, however, it doesn't even take him a minute to realize how wrong it was. Masamune makes the decision to keep everything secret. After a few days, Contra mentions that Masamune and Aki are the subject of rumors at volleyball practice. Masamune finds it amusing that despite the little interactions he has had with the Kei so far, she has always been impolite to him. If she treats others so badly, it must be because they are her friends. Later after school, when Yoshino is alone waiting for her maid to get her some bread, she is confronted once again by Ikea, the same guy she had rejected earlier. He is jealous of her growing closeness to Masamune since he has heard the rumors about it, which are untrue. Masamune comes just in time to catch the love-crazy kid as he attempts to chop Aki's hair with a pair of scissors and saves. Although Masamune is in excruciating agony, he doesn't scream as Akio leaves scared at what he had done. All of this was part of his plan. Masamune visited Aki at her house when he was a chubby boy. He declared his love for her, however, she did what she was known for, scolded him, crushed his heart, and even gave him the nickname Pig's Foot, which had stayed up until a few years before. Masamune has been working for the day when he can win her heart and break it in a similar way to how she broke his ever since he had already fired the first shot. Signaling the start of his plan, Masamune finds a letter in his locker when he gets to school the next day. However, Kunjir believes it to be a love letter, but Masamune is dubious. And with good reason, as the letter only contains the words pig's foot.